Hey Bill, just running into a couple little issues with Stream right now. I'm gonna have to try to remove this as a source real quick. Give me just a minute. Be alright. Should be a pretty quick fix here. Apologies for that. Okay. No, we're good. Antelope for WP and all resources. I'm all good, buddy. It was just that one little thing. I kind of went through and set most things up beforehand. We will be... Oops, that was a big mistake. I did end up buying two things off the website. I got the Gorm expansion and the Spidicules because I'm worried that I'll never be able to find a master dwelling key. I've been looking for one online and stuff, and nobody seems to want to part with theirs, so we're stuck with this for now. So we need to go to the Kingsman. That is who we're going to be dealing with today. So I have our survivors all set up, at least have their little icons set up, because we have to pick which survivors we're actually sending in against the Kingsman. Now, because of Dark Trader, or Stranger in the Dark, last year, our 4 starting survivors do not get to depart this year. So we need to pick 4 new ones, basically. Yeah, I do have the shield here. Get 4 WP and all resources. I'm not sure what WP was. I don't remember that. But we just pretty much have to pick some new people, which isn't great. We want to take in a bow, but we also need 4 shields. Oh yeah, we won't be able to get 4 shields, unfortunately, but we were able to get 1. So I can't take them in. Who else has... Yeah, I wish we could fight the Antelope this week. We got a showdown with the Kingsman. Let's plan on taking... Does anybody have strategist? Okay, Marin's got to go. So we'll have her join departing. Marin, let's take Marjorie. She's kind of nothing. Oberon would be okay. And let's take another male. We'll take this Thoros guy. Let's get rid of the slash after his name. I'm alright with that name. Let's go into Bill's character though. Loadout. Let's save this preset as Rawhide. We'll do Rawhide and Axe. Is that how you save it? Okay. So Rawhide and Axe, that'll make it easy to transfer. Bubbles can be... Just do basic bow. Just for easier. Hump was our White Lion gear. White Lion and Qatar. Save that. then Lucky. Lucky was our temporary screaming set. Alright, so we'll have... Oh, I guess that's with the sword. That's okay, we'll take the sword in too. So we'll give Oberon the red set. We'll give him Rawhide and Axe, even though it's Rawhide and Sword. I'm just dumb. He's got the Rawhide armor. Okay, that should translate well. Let's mark him red. And then we'll give Marjorie the green and our bowman. Give her that. Marin can have... We'll give her Lucky setup so she can be blue. And give her Luckies. Yeah, I'll definitely be needing all that survival for sure. Thoros can have our White Lion set. And the white marker. White Lion and Qatar. Okay. Yeah, I don't have very great feeling about this fight, but what are you going to do? Let's first off get him set up for level 1 showdown. Whoa! Okay, made him bigger and then smaller. That was weird. So we need to decide who wants the shield. I think I'm going to give it to... Well, this isn't Bill anymore. Because it is now currently Oberon. I know I probably didn't spell that right. So that's Oberon, I think. This one will have to represent... Is Marin our axe? Yeah. So this one will need to be Marin real quick. Oh, jeez. We're going to be starting different spots on the board, but... Female Rawhide, Marin. Whoever is the best survivor with the most survival. Yeah. This is not Bubbles right now. This is now Marjorie. I'm just going to do Marge. So I don't want to type all that. And then our last one, real quick, who is Thoros. Thoros will be this John here. Okay. Oh, that's Mirren. Whoops. Oberon. There's Thoros. Okay. So let's give. We're gonna give the shield to Oberon. He's got a Drydacanthus. I'm gonna give the other Drydacanthus that we have to our White Lion Survivor because they're probably gonna be our second best. And then a free Stone Nose to. Ooh, nobody. They're all full. Okay. I think we're pretty good there. On setup, we're just on this board edge. Oh, we do have Strategist. So I need to grab that real quick. That's going to be big. Giant Stone Face. It's got to be 5 away from all board edges. So we'll drop it here and rotate. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that works. We'll have to try to use this grass to our advantage too, which means I'm going to move this one over here. They just have to be 6 away from each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grass could come in handy for sure. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I can't take the Stone Nose because the gear sets are full for people that don't have it. But I do kind of want to set Marge, our bowman, there so that she can try to stick him with the evasion arrow. But I might wait for her to get up on a rock so she has the best chances. So we'll just wait there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and depart. We are now officially on this nightmare of a showdown. So let's familiarize ourselves real quick with his cards again. So the monster has a -4 toughness when you attack from the blind spot. So he's got super weakness there. Toughness. So we'll have to get up on that for sure. King's Combat. At the start of each monster turn, perform a basic action, then an AI, which is fine. He gets 2 attacks each time. King's Aura. Place the 3 battle pressure tokens. Battle pressure? I thought that was the hand for some reason. Oh, okay. And then out fighting, he has a reach of 2. It doesn't do it for me, so I will have to do that. At the start of each monster turn, place 3 battle pressure tokens on top. Okay. I hate that. I'm assuming that this did it. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So let's go over here and make sure it did all our armor right. Let me grab... When I cleared the room, I forgot that it would have done these two. So we need red, green, white, and blue. So blue is here. Okay, let's... Red, blue, green, no, green, blue, and white, I believe. Is green our bowman? Yes. Okay, so if we go to red, Oberon should have 3 armor at every location, because he's got one for the complete set, and 1 for the shield, but it's because I did not put the shield in his inventory before we shipped off. So he just needs 1 more at every location. When you depart, gain a survival, so he should gain 2 survival. He's already maxed out. He gets 1 temporary evasion for the rawhide vest, another temporary evasion for the monster grease. Okay. Oberon's definitely taken care of. I think that there's a way to avoid battle pressure tokens with a bow, though. I think you can kind of finesse it a little bit. Marge needs 1 armor at the waist, and that's it. She gets the 1 survival and 1 insanity for departing. Or on arrival, whatever. And Thoros should have 3 everywhere. He does. He has 1, just the 1 temporary strength. And then we'll need to probably use some pouncing in this too, just so that we... Ooh, actually, because he has that full set of White Lion gear, I need to get my armor sets out. Right there. Because having the full set of White Lion gear is really big too. So it's that top one that's going to be a pain to draw. There we go. So there's White Lion. So add 1. Your weapons or your claws gain a speed and 2 strength when attacking with daggers or katars. Katars are his only weapon, so we'll give him 2 more temporary. There we go. Okay. He's set. Now last but not least is Marin. Marin's got 2 armor at most places. She needs 1 temporary luck from the stone and some serious insanity. So she needs 1 survival, which she's maxed out. And then insanity from the warmers, she gets 3 plus 1 from the stone noses. Puts her at 4. Okay. Pretty confident that our stats are all updated. So let's go ahead and get after this. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, activation to get up. And then because we're just shooting the arrow and it just costs 1 activation, we're going to spend a survival to surge for Marge to shoot this arrow. So we'll flip this arrow. Well, let's refresh ourselves. So it's got an accuracy of 6, but she gets +2 for being up on the stone face. So she'll be hitting on 4+. Oh, but it's just 1 die. I'm putting those down and drawing this one. So just 1 die, 4+ here. 6. So let's get him a -1 evasion right off the bat. We love that. Flip this. Okay, and now we draw a battle pressure. This hit is cancelled. If the survivor is adjacent to the monster, they may king step. We are not adjacent, so we do not have to king step. You know, I don't think any of us have dash or anything like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to kind of get right up in the business. So he's got the. We'll use Oberon here. Since he has the shield, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That wasn't good placement. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm going to switch those two. I think I meant for Oberon to be in the middle anyways. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Oberon. And then, because he's going to attack from 2 spaces away. So I want to make sure that I don't stay in. But for his basic action, he full moves towards the target, making a separate attack. But his outfighting and the monster's movement 1 space away from the target if the monster was already adjacent. Okay. So we would be safe moving these other 2 right up behind him in this. Safe for now. Oh, that's a bummer. That battle pressure is going to come right back to the top. Okay, so now it is the Kingsman's turn. He does his basic action, which is 3, 3, and 3. Oh, wait. Oberon's going to use his activation to block 1. So he's got block 1 on right now. But the Kingsman's rolling 3 dice. 3, 3, and 3. That grass gives us 2 evasion, so anything under a 5 is going to blow right by us and miss us. 3 solid hits. So one of those we get to take away for block, and then I think we're just going to dodge the other one right now. And yeah, I'm planning on spreading out, just not right here off the bat. And then Oberon will take 3 damage to whatever location this is. To his waist. Okay. That's the end of the Kingsman's first action. He'll now draw this card. It's a basic. Oh, see. All threats in the zone of death. Don't forget to roll survival back. Oh, because of the rawhide. You're right. Let's try and get that back. 6 plus. Bingo. I hadn't even subtracted it yet, Bill. I was way behind there, so I'll focus up. But we did get that back. So, in order of the monster's controller choice, attack each target in the zone of death. Yikes. That's fine, because it's just Oberon again. And it's 3, 3, and 3 once again. So 3, 3, and 3. Anything under a 5 misses. Miss, miss, miss. Fantastic. Let's pick these back up. That was big. Now it's our survivor's turn. Let's get after this guy here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And attack him from the side with our Katars. Now with Katars, we're rolling 5 dice. And let me set. So I can't drop these dice, but just remember that battle pressure token's actually on top. That's going to be the first card we draw here. We will be hitting on. What is his? I just need to drop these dice. Because technically I need to get all 3 battle pressure tokens, shuffle this whole deck up, flip these, and put them back on top. That's technically the way to do it. So let's flip this. Kingsman has 12 toughness. That's going to hurt. I just wanted to familiarize myself with that beforehand. So our Cathars have 6 plus accuracy, but they're critting on 9s and 10s because they have deadly. The lucky stone is over here. So we'll be attacking and hitting on 7s are better, 6s are better because of the arrow. So 6 plus. 1, 2, 3 hits. So that will bring up all 3 battle pressure tokens, cards. The hits are cancelled. Survivor is adjacent, they make King's Step. So let's... I wish you could bookmark stuff in this. We need to go to King's Step. Yeah, the stone had to spread out because we had to keep it with an armor set that had some blue affinities. Go to King's Step. Okay. We do not have Hidden Dance or Forbidden Dance, which maybe we should have, huh? Okay. Body trembles and your mind wavers. You struggle to stay standing against the pressure projected by the monster. Discard all unresolved hit locations, end your attack, and attempt to overcome, which is this guy here. So we just have to roll a d10. A 10 right off the bat would be a big help in this fight. A 6. Just as you start to follow the monster's subtle movements, the tip of the Kingsman's foot hooks your ankle. You're knocked down, gain a tempo token. Let's just grab a bunch of... He doesn't have tempo tokens, so... I don't know what to use as tempo tokens. We could just use a bunch of these Endeavor tokens. Yeah, we'll just use all these Endeavor tokens. That's fine. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. And I think these... Yeah, these should technically be with our survivors here. So let me just move these real quick. So that's 1 tempo token for Thoros. But we did get through all 3 battle pressures there. So now we could be doing some damage. Let's get in there with Oberon, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up against this toppled pillar. So Oberon is attacking with the scrap sword. He's not going from the blind spot, but he does have that -1 evasion token. So we'll be rolling 2 dice, hitting on 4 plus. Looking for a 10 because then this sharpens and becomes much deadlier for us. 4 plus. 6 and 6. So 2 hits. We've got a first strike and an impervious. If the attacker's wearing heavy gear, they knock down. I don't think any of this is heavy. Ooh, that shield could have been probably. Perfect. So he's not knocked down. Return any discarded battle pressure cards to the top of the hit location deck. I'm pretty sure that's only if this applies, right? Or do we have to return them anyways? I'm not sure. Let's roll here real quick. This has a strength of 3 plus Oberon's current strength modifier of 1. Puts us at 4 against the Kingsman's toughness of 12. So we will only be hitting on 9, 10 here. Hey, how about that? A 9. We will take it. That's one injury. Now, the real question is if we actually have to return the discarded battle pressure tokens, because we weren't wearing heavy gear, so we weren't knocked down. I don't think we do. I think we only have to if that card applies to us. Not that it really matters, because we do not want to crit on this roll. Good. Crit would have done us dirty there. Okay. So we still have Marin and Marge. Let's go ahead. That's a tough one. In the future, we need Thoros to be scoring some attacks for us. Let's give Marin a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know he has a habit of attacking. Oh yeah, that's good. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and take that back. And let's surge with Thoros. Because we're through those battle pressure tokens. Battle pressure cards. So let's surge with Thoros, since we can do that in any order. I think, what's hitting here? So 6 plus hits. 6 plus. 5 dice. 1, 2, 3 hits. 1, 2, come on. 3. We got some reflexes, which are not ideal. Attacker has a dagger. We do not. Okay. So let's go ahead and go after this Regal Sabatons first, since it doesn't have much of a reaction except for a wound. So Thoros has 4 strength plus the 3 on his guitars, so he puts him at 7 total. So he'll actually be hitting on 5 plus, if my math is correct. Well, math or no math, that's definitely not going to do it. And we'll go after this Hailbird handle next. 5 plus still. Okay, 7. Oh, there's a reflex here. I think I have to spend some survival. Spend 2 survival to gain a courage. Boldly deflect the Hailbird, or all survivors are knocked down. So Thoros has to spend 2. Gain a courage. And he deflects that Hailbird. And last one. This reflex will put him out of range. But we need 5 plus. Whew. Skated right in there for another hit. Let's get that die off the card. Okay, now reflex here. Turn to face the attacker, then without turning, move the monster 2 spaces directly away. Okay, so he'll pretty much, oops. Then he will come back 1, 2. He knocks him down, collision. So he can't surge unless we encourage, which we might end up doing with the bowman. So Marge is going to blast at him with the bow now. And she has some accuracy buffs. So 7 plus, 6, 5 plus because she's on the face, 4 plus because of that -1 evasion token. 4 plus, we get 1 hit. Regal Gauntlets. So here we're back to kind of our crummy. We're only hitting on. Does she have a strength even? Old Marge. She does. She has 1 strength. So we'll be hitting on 8, 9, 10. 8! Wonderful. So we draw that face down, discard. That brings a pretty good amount of hits up. So our Rawhide person is actually the one knocked down, unfortunately. It is Oberon that's knocked down. So we can't encourage with him, but Marge can either use the Cat Eye Circlet or encourage with her surge, or with her survival. I'm not positive. I think I want her to encourage just because of the blind spot action that we got going on there. So Marge is going to spend a survival to encourage Oberon to his feet. And Oberon is probably going to attack now. In the blind spot because he gets that big toughness buff. So we will be hitting on 3 plus here. 2 hits. Yeah, sorry. I should probably try to be a little more specific or scroll in a little deeper so that you guys can all read the cards with me. So we have a first strike, but that's okay because this is who had the first strike the first time, and he doesn't have any heavy gear. So now, Scrap Sword has a strength of 3, Oberon has a strength of 1, and because we're in the blind spot, it's -4 toughness, so we're actually wounding him on a 4 plus from here. 4 plus. 8. That's definitely enough to trigger a wound. And 4 plus once again here. When Kingsman goes to the place with the survivor, that survivor suffers knockback 5. Well, everybody pause. Where did I miss that? Is there a special collision rule for the Kingsman? That might even be in his section of the book. Because you know, now that you say that, that does almost sound a little familiar. But I just don't remember where I read it. Oh, that's just a regular collision rule. Okay, so let's turn back the clock here a little bit. Let's draw this top card. Place it back on top. We need to draw this card. Flip it. Flip it. I know that that's probably not technically correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we already took him back 2, so he just needs to go back 3. Knock him down. Give Marge her survival back. And we will, so we can't really encourage him. There's not a whole lot of point there. So let's instead move around with Marin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since Marin can get back there. Yeah, Marin hasn't gone yet. So Marin's going to be hitting on 4 plus with 2 dice. Thank you, Mass. I appreciate that. So 2 hits once again. So we're going to pull, we know what these are. We're going to pull those. We do have a first strike. Do they have any heavy gear? Perfect. So no heavy gear means we get to go after this first strike again. So with Marin, She gets -4 toughness for being in the blind spot. Her axe has a strength of 3, and she has a strength of 1, so 8 total. So we're still hitting on 4+ here. So we still got a pretty similar scenario. Okay, 5. So we will draw face down. First strike is over. Now we have a reflex. So that'll be unfortunate, but make it count with a 4+. 6. That'll sure do it. Let's draw that one face down. Now, because of this reflex, we have to return any discarded battle pressure cards to the top of the deck. So let's just flip, and which is fine because we're actually done with this attack. So I'm just going to set those right there for a minute. And then we have to perform basic action targeting the attacker. So he will actually rotate to her and jump back 1. And then attack from there with 3, 3, and 3. Because she doesn't have any evasion. She hasn't surged either, so she can dodge. Crit when we didn't want it. So that is three confirmed hits for 3 damage each. Let's roll these and see if any of them are worth dodging. So we got head, body. Yeah, Lantern Year 9. We've been cruising. Just kind of picked up this campaign from an old one that I was streaming kind of in person, and this program just works a little bit better. So we got 3 to the feet, 3 to the chest, and 3 to the head. Oh, that's right. I can dodge and surge. Sorry. The way my buddies and I used to play it, we read it that you can only spend 1 survival per round, and not that you can do each survival action per round. So that limited us huge for years. And that is one that I think, Bill, you might have pointed it out to me in one of the first videos, and I've been trying to remember that, but that is a tough one for me to remember. So, yeah, I'm guessing we're definitely going to need to dodge the head on Merrin. Head would be a heavy injury, and none of those are to the waist, right? Yeah, so we will dodge the head hit. We'll get that out of here. And then we will take 3 to the body and 3 to the legs. 2 light hits already. Okay. Well, she doesn't really have the ability to surge. Oh, I need to spend a survival. She doesn't really have the ability to surge because that's Thoros. Because she can't reach that far. Yeah, and that's once we realized that you can do each one once per round, I was like, man, we were kicking ourselves for not reading better when we first went through. So there's really no point in surging because we can't dash. So a surge would just kind of be a waste. So now comes the scary time where we have to hand it back over to the Kingsman. So first let's reshuffle this hit location deck. And move these battle pressure tokens back on top. Right, that is how his turn starts, right? Oh no! I thought it was shuffle the hit location deck each. That must be for the butcher that I'm thinking. Oh no, that's huge. Is there an undo button on this? Because that's really big, actually. That's going to stop me from hitting the trap. I'm not sure if there's an undo button. Dang it, fellas. That's big. That's a big mess up. I don't think I can undo it. Yeah, you're right, Bill. It's the butcher. Oof. Oof. I gotta slow down. That's a game changer. Dadgummit. Well, we're just gonna have to play through that, unfortunately. I'm sure karma will come around. KDM's super unforgiving, so I'm sure I'll pay for that. They should. Control Z. Let's give that a check. Oh, add it? Yeah. Let me just make sure there isn't one real quick. Yeah. Well, I'm sure there'll be something. I'm sure it'll come around. It's not like it's probably going to matter that much. I'm about to get whooped on real bad here. So he's going to attack Marin with his basic, which is 3, 3, and 3. One miss. So 3 damage to each. And she already dodged once. So she gets 3 to the waist and 3 to the body. So waist, we'll put her on a heavy hit, and body already has her rolling on the severe injury chart. I do not believe she has Acanthus. She does not. So it's unfortunately not going to save her here. This Kingsman is so overpowered for the time you face him, and I get that he's probably like a wake-up call, kind of a hard reset, just in case you're actually enjoying your campaign. But now we have to roll on the severe waist, or severe body, which is one of the worst ones to roll on. We don't have King Step yet. We're trying to get it. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright. She might live to fight another day. She's got bowled over. The blow sends you sprawling and you're knocked down. Whew. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so she's knocked down. Now we gotta draw our Kingsman's AI. He's got Hammer. So it's, oh, closest knocked down survivor. That's unfortunate. In range, okay. So destroy armor, reduce armor points at this location to 0 before applying damage. Oh no! Holy cow. Marin doesn't have any evasion. Ooh, that is ugly. Yeah, we went from lucky to possibly screwed. Hit, hit, hit. If she walks out of this one, it's going to be a miracle. So let's see where we have to reduce our armor points first. So it's basically 3 guaranteed severe injuries. Hey, ooh, 2. 2 guaranteed severe injuries, right? So his arms will go to 0, and then severe. Legs to 0 and severe. So I think I have to roll once for hands and once for legs. Correct me if I'm wrong. Read it again. What did I do? Yeah. 3, 3, and 3. Reduce armor points at this hit location to 0 before applying damage. Yeah, I think we're good. So I have a severe legs and severe arms, or a severe legs and 2 severe arms. It could be 2 severe arms. I think it's just 1 though. Okay. Let's do legs first here. Legs first. Oh, gosh. 1 to 2. Blood geyser. Blood shoots from your femoral artery at an alarming rate, killing you in seconds. Dang it. Well, that was a massive bummer. So Marin, you know what? We're gonna keep this personal. So cause of death would be blood geyser. Kingsman level 1. Whoa. King's moan. King's man. Did I spell geyser wrong? How embarrassing. Oh yeah, duh. Geyser. Okay. Dead. We get our 2. Okay. Well, things just became significantly, we'll just say more of a bummer. I'm not going to say it's hopeless yet, because she wasn't necessarily amazing, but, so not hopeless, but close to, I guess. What do we call that? Depressing? Alright. It's the end of that attack. So we stand back up here and pass the torch back to the survivors. Oh, who do I want to pull the battle tempo battle pressure cards? We have 1 battle tempo token, but Thoros has so much strength. He's got 4 temporary strength, plus those 3 would put him at 7. And then if he attacks from the blind spot, he gets 4 more. So I think I'm going to try to save Thoros for a real attack. He might be able to kill the Kingsman. So first we're gonna shoot the bow with Marge and try to pull some battle pressure tokens or battle pressure cards with 4+. We have Protect the Young, so we don't get that lifetime reroll. Okay, she triggers 1 hit, which will get rid of 1 battle pressure card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try our best to get rid of the other 2 right here. We will be hitting on 4+. 2 hits. Perfect. So we'll get through those, but we do have to, unfortunately, go try our luck on the King's Step table. Mm-hmm. 10 right here would be great. Nice little crit action. Feeling lucky with this dice right here. Come on, crit. Come on. No. 5. Easily predicts your motion and skewers you with your own momentum. Spend a survival or suffer a random severe injury? Yeah. We're definitely going to spend a survival there. So we have to spend 1, but it's Oberon. So we're going to try to get that survival back with a 6+. We do not. We do lose it. Okay. But now, both of those battle pressure... Oh, and he didn't even get knocked down. So he could technically surge if we wanted him to. Okay. I'm just going to jump right in with Thoros. I think this could be huge for us. It does become a problem when you roll 5 dice, especially if you get 5 hits, because your trap statistics just go crazy. So 7 plus, 6 plus for the blind spot, 5 plus for the -1 evasion, 5 plus with 5 dice. Oh, only with a survival action? Okay, good to know. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that first damn strike. That's going to be what hoses us. Dang it. If the attacker's wearing any heavy gear, they feel their knees buckle. I don't think you're supposed to king step twice because... Oh, I guess I probably would have because I didn't get knocked down, huh? Okay, let me king step again real quick. My bad. 4 plus the 1 for the battle pressure, so I have to spend another survival for Oberon. And he gets another token. Thank you, Bill. Oops, Oberon. Okay. Well, this first strike will cancel. So I'll get knocked down. What says you may? Oh, yeah. So I may. Yeah. So let's stack these up. Unfortunately, that first strike is all it takes to bum us out there. Puts the battle pressure back on top. Let's have Oberon surge, since he's got 2 battle pressure tempo tokens. We'll have him surge. Jeez. Double crit. Okay, so he'll pull the first one and the second one. This one still has to go back on top. Okay, so we're back on that table again. Let's see what we got. Oh boy, thank goodness we have 2 tempo tokens. My gosh. Oh, terrible. Suffer a random severe leg injury. Can I use my Acanthus on that? Yeah. Hey, Bill, look at you already saving me. So I'm going to use that to avoid that severe injury and gain another battle tempo token. Which puts me up at a total of 3. And that's one of those resolved. I'm actually just going to set those off to the side. So now we roll again for the next king step. You've got to be kidding me. Puts me at a 5, which is spend a survival. For Oberon, he had to spend like 3 survival this round. 4 maybe. Gain another freaking tempo token. Okay, so he's up to 4 now. 4 tempo tokens. I guess I might as well surge with Thoros too, right? I mean, might as well give it a go. Use them or lose them, right? 5 plus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes another first strike, I'm sure. Yep, first strike. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I mean, I think we have to do king step. But then once we get through king step, that'll cancel our attack anyways. So king step with 1 battle pressure tempo token. We're rolling very poorly on king step. 4 for Thoros. Okay, so he surged and is spending this survival. He's down to 1. It's gross. It's not looking good. It kind of started pretty good, and now it's looking bad. And then technically we'd be able to still continue this attack, but because he's wearing that heavy gear, he buckles and is done. Definitely had potential to kill him there, but that heavy gear stuff really hosed us. So to start his turn, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to get smoked as he jumps 1 spot back to attack Oberon. Oberon surged, so he can't block, but he can dodge. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Alright, so I mean, he's got 2 evasions, so he's only hitting him on a 5 or better here. 2 hits. Okay. 2 hits worth 3 damage each. Body and waist. Oh, so we have to dodge the waist one. Okay. He must have already been hit in the waist once. Okay, subtract the 3 from the body. Unfortunate. So we have to spend a survival to dodge, but let's see if we get it back. 2. We do not. So he's down to 2 survival. Okay. So that was the basic action. Now let's pull his real AI, which is cleave. Full move towards target. Make a separate attack against each survivor in the highlighted zone. This always hits the head location. That's a freaking murder card. We needed, pick them all up. We needed to be in the grass. So anything over a 5 and he's taken massive head damage. 2 hits to the head. So Oberon loses all head stuff and takes 1. We gotta roll on the severe injury chart for him. Oh boy. A headshot. Hello. 10 to the head. Destroyed tooth. If you have 3+ courage, which he does not. So he is knocked down though. But that was, without a doubt, best case scenario there. That was huge. So let's not do this incorrectly this time. So let's flip these and put them back on top. Now it's our turn again. So obviously I'm going to shoot at him with Marge. Then I'm going to have Marge encourage either Thoros or Oberon. Oberon definitely has more stuff, but Thoros could do more damage if he got up in the blind spot. But he does have that heavy gear, which is a huge negative. So maybe let's just see how this turns out. So she's going to shoot twice, looking for 4+. 9 and 4. So that's going to get rid of that battle pressure and that battle pressure, but we're not adjacent, so we can't really use them. Now, we will encourage, Marge will spend an survival to encourage, I think, Oberon. I think he's the better option. He's got more tempo tokens, he's more likely to get King Step. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will at least attack once. Yeah. Oh, lag is bad? Like just a big delay? Or is it actually a poor quality in the stream? Because I can... Well, I can't really reset it, I guess, unfortunately. Shoot. There must just be a big delay between voice and chat. Okay, so we're going to attack twice, hitting on 4+. Need some 4s. 2 8s. Oh, oh! You want me to encourage Thoros instead of surging with Oberon. I kind of liked the idea of surging with Oberon a little more, but that could come to bite me. I see what you mean. So we gotta try to perform King's Step here. I'm gonna set that down. Okay. I'm not sure if there's any way I can fix the time delay, unfortunately. Okay, come on. Come on, dude! We are so bad at that. So we have 4. 4 tempo tokens. That puts us at 7. Knocked down, gain a tempo. I see why you wanted me to encourage him first now. Encourage before you're potentially knocked down. You're going to love that when the delay catches up. Yeah, you're going to love that. I had already gone through. Unfortunately, we'll just leave this page open because I'm sure we're going to need it. Okay. Yikes. I think that is it for us this turn. Because this will go here. This will go there. Okay. So we gotta do basic action first. So survivor in blind spot or closest threat. 1, 2, 3. So he's just gonna swing at her and probably knock her off of the... They also suffer bash and knockback 5 in that direction, so we've been playing that wrong. That's frustrating. That's me again. Okay. So 3, 3, and 3. 7, 8, 9. It's a shame we couldn't get any of those on King's Step, huh? 3 damage to each spot. We got waste. We got 2 waste and 1 body hit. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. So Marge is definitely going to be looking at a severe injury here. It's just whether or not we want her to have it on the waist or the body. They both suck. But I think... I don't even know. Probably be better to take it to the waist. So we'll dodge this body shot. We'll take 6 damage to the waist, which puts her on the severe injury. Our one dead... Wait! Oh no, that's Thoros has the... Dang it. Take it on waist always. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Keep it high, let it fly. It's not very high. It's one of the worst possibilities, actually. Gain 2 bleeds. Okay. I've seen worse. So she is knocked down, though. Well, actually, she... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And is knocked down. So she's knocked down there. And she takes Bash. Which I believe Bash is monster level damage to a random hit location. We gotta stay away from that bad spot, though. Hands. Or arms, I guess. Be more correct. Okay, so. That's his basic attack. Now we have to draw his... Dude, and there's still more AI. How many does he have? Hack and pull. Furthest threat, in field of view, in range. No target, guard. Nobody's a threat. Guard, though, is not good for us. I believe he's got +5 toughness. Yeah. +5 toughness till the next turn is OP. Okay. She was knocked down on our turn. Both these goobers were knocked down on theirs. So let's 1, 2, 3, just because we can, jump into the blind spot, I guess. This is kind of a now or never. Only one person can stand. What are you talking about? They were both knocked down on... Yeah, they were both knocked down. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. We're good. Yeah, I'm almost positive that they both stand there. So those 3 go back on top, and Oberon is going to attempt to finally get King Step. He's hitting on 3+ here. 1 hit. Give me a break, Oberon. Okay, takes him over to King Step table once again. Except this time he's got 5 tempo tokens. Which means if we don't get it, we're now in the lower stat. There it is. Oh, reboot. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Glad that helped. So we finally get the King Step Secret Fighting Art for Oberon. King Step. Whenever you attack, you may discard any number of battle pressure hit locations drawn and draw an equal number of new hit locations. Oh, nice. So I can also transfer some things. That's good. Well, I mean, let's surge, right? Surge and try again here. Wow, 2 hits. Barely, though. So that will go there. That will go there, and I'll get to draw that one and that one. Are either of these really bad? Ooh. Oberon doesn't have 3 understanding. But neither of them are really bad. So we're going to hold on to both of them. So technically, the Kingsman has 17 toughness right now. 13 when you count in that we're in his blind spot. 10 because of the scrap sword. And 1 because of Oberon's strength. So he will be hitting on 9s and 10s. Youch. That's a bummer. Bill, you'll have to tell me if you can hear my dog screaming his head off upstairs. Because if you can, I'll need to mute while he's being ridiculous. Same goes here. 9-10. Almost. 6. Okay. So unfortunately, we're probably guaranteed to pull the trap with Thoros, right? White lion cubs, that's right. We talked about this. Those dang little Chihuahua white lion cubs that can't even stand to be left alone upstairs for 10 minutes. Okay, well, I mean, we're gonna pull a trap, but 1, 2, 3. We have to, right? Does his basic attack... His basic attack, we each survivor in the blind spot. Oh, man. Alright, well, I don't know, Bill, is it bad for us to both end up in the blind spot? He's gonna attack us both. But, you know, there's really no point in beating around the bush on this thing. We're gonna maybe don't attack. It is an option. Where was I? 1, 2. Was I just right here? I could also pounce. I can't headband because she's knocked down. So she can't. Oh, I could encourage. What does pouncing do for me? If you move 3 spaces in a straight line, activate with +1 strength. That could be huge. If we jumped in there in the blind spot with all that strength and drew 4 cards. Right, but when we roll 5 dice, it doesn't... Yeah, okay. It's alright. So we'll let Thoros spend his last survival to encourage, I guess. Stand Marge up. Marge can then spend an activation for her Cat Eye Circlet. We can look at the next 3 hit locations. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there is a first strike that will hose us for wearing heavy gear. That one sucks. That one sucks. Okay, so they're all pretty terrible. But if we try to set it up for next round, that would be the one we want on top. Man, I don't know. Put this one like that, I guess. Ugh, good to know. Yeah, I definitely don't want to attack with heavy. guess we could move her. 1, 2, 3. We'll just move her here. Just because we probably won't be able to use the stone face, so we'll need to try to have line of sight to shoot him. Alright. So first, he's going to attack in the blind spot. 3, 5, and 3. Miss, miss, one hit. Do we just dodge that right off the bat? I think we do. We just dodge that right off the rip. So that we don't get knocked back into Thoros. We just dodge that right off the rip. Now we draw an AI. Dude, there's still more. There's still more of them. Okay, spear. Closest threat in field of view in range. So this one's a straight skewer stab here. 3, 5, and 3. Because of the 2 evasion. So we want some low numbers. We got one of them. Okay, so we're hit twice for 3 damage each without the ability to dodge. Body and hands is catastrophic for Oberon. Oberon will be a severe... What did we just spend a survival to do for Oberon? I think I forgot to roll because of the rawhide gear. Okay, so we have to do severe injury for Oberon. Unfortunately. And we have to gain -1 movement. If he survives this. It's just temporary. The odds of us... Yeah, we already dodged... We dodged the... his basic attack. To start this round, we dodged that, so we can't dodge again. So we have to take the severe injury to the body. Right? You can't dodge more than once per round unless you have that ability. Oh, roll to get it back? Okay. Let's try for that real quick. So we need a 6+ to get it back. 5. So a 6 on... So we actually get +1 too because he's tough. So 7 to the body. Ruptured spleen. Skip next hunt. Gain 2 bleeds. Skip next hunt. Gain 2 bleeds. Okay. So we lived through that. But he's definitely knocked down. Right? Because he got that heavy hit. So it's our turn again. But I have to have him attack first. That's just based on the cards. The order I put the cards back in. So let's have... Who has survival? Marge has a bunch. Marge is going to use a survival to encourage Oberon. Who's going to stand and rotate around the monster a bit. 1, 2, 3. He's going to attack from here looking for 4+. A 4 and a 10. Okay. We also, on a perfect hit, we get +4 strength for the rest of the attack. So we get to peel through all these battle pressure cards because we have King Step. And we get to open both of these. And actually, because of King Step, we can pick one to discard and draw another. So we'll discard this reflex and we'll draw this heavy gear one since he doesn't have heavy gear. So it is a first strike. So we have 3 strength on the sword, plus the 4 from that perfect hit. gets us 7. Oberon has a strength of 1, which puts us at 8. So we will be wounding on a 4+. Wounding on a 4+. Okay. Close call, but it is a wound. Oh my gosh, there's the bottom of his deck. That was ridiculous to get through. We still got at least 5 AI. Okay. Same thing here. Looking for the same thing. 4+. 5. Okay. There's a wound. Kingsman fights dirty, spewing acid in the attacker's eyes. If the attacker is within 2 spaces, they gain -2 accuracy tokens. Which we definitely are. I also know that the Kingsman's trap directly relates to how many wounds are in his wound stack, which is terrifying. So Oberon gets 2 temporary minus accuracy. And actually, if I could be completely honest, I know that the Kingsman's trap attacks anybody adjacent. So let's spend our activation to see if it's in the top 3 with Marge. So we're going to activate to use the Cat Eye Circlet. We're going to look at the top 3 hit locations. Okay, so this acid blood discharge. The attacker is doomed. All survivors within 2 spaces of the monster suffer damage to a random hit location equal to the number of wounds on the wound stat. Any survivors with a shield may elect to protect themselves and ignore this trap. Okay. Well, we kind of want to trigger the trap in the right way. Because if we can trigger it while just Oberon is there, then if we can trigger the trap where just Oberon's there, it doesn't really matter. So I almost want to keep it on top and then trigger it on purpose next round. I think that's what we're going to do, which feels very wrong to try to do, but I think that's what we're going to do. These get flipped and put back on top. So in order for that to really work, we need Oberon to stay on his feet. I'm not sure if that can happen, but so we're going to need Thoros, who does not have any. Did Oberon attack? He did, right? So we could spend his last survival to surge to block. I guess the difference between there's not really much of a difference between a block and a dodge for us right now. Except we can control when we use a dodge, so we won't do that. So his basic attack is probably going to kill or maim Thoros if we move him in front. But I guess at this point that's kind of the name of the game. If Oberon isn't the last survivor, it's hopeless. So 1, 2, 3. I think Oberon has 1 survival. Thoros has none. Marjorie has 3. Marge. I need her to also be an option for closest threat so that it doesn't go to Oberon. Okay. So Thoros will be getting attacked with 3, 3, and 3. Which is ugly. 1 miss, 2 hits, no survival. Oh. It's good that they each went to the same place, but I think there's better places for them to go. Oh, it's not good that they went to the same place. Homeboy hasn't even gotten hit yet. If we could have spread that out. Oh. No way. No. If we could have spread that out, that would have been huge. Dang it. That is freaking Kingdom Death. It's not Kingdom Life, right? 7. Blind. Okay. So, severe injuries. Blind. It should get the accuracy for us. Good. Okay. We're alive, though. Do we get any gain of bleed? And I'm assuming we're knocked down, obviously, right? Because we filled in that heavy hitbox. Unfortunately, he won't be taking the next hit, which he probably could the best. And the real AI. Spear. Closest threat in field of view and range. So we're going to go... I'm so sorry. That's such a bummer for you, Marge. 3-3 at 3. Maybe if she lives, she can spend her survival to encourage one last time. Oh, she ain't living. She can dodge one, but let's see if they're even worth dodging. Oh, spread out on her. Marge can't take any of these hits anywhere. I mean, it's going to be severe waist, severe legs. I guess we'll dodge the body, just in case we can get lucky on waist and legs. Let's go waist first. That one generally tends to be more severe, I think. Severe waist injury. Oh no! No, no. Pause everything. Pause. Freeze. Everybody. Nope. Relax for a second. Because I'm spending this Atriid Acanthus to nullify the severe... Oh, that doesn't really help, does it? That doesn't help. I thought there was a way I could get that to where he's the one that actually took this hit. But I can still spend that, but blind wasn't too bad. That's not too big of a deal for me. So, and either way he's going to be knocked down because I can't dodge 2 of them. So, sorry. Don't pause. Did I really just roll a 2? Is that real? I just wasn't even paying attention. Probably. I bet I did. So 2 on the waist is final breath. With your last gasp, you utter final words of bravery. Adjacent survivors gain +1 survival. You are dead. I don't think anybody's adjacent to her either. Marge, my friend, you are dead. She's down here, though. So, Marge is dead. Let's give her a little send-off here. So she was final breath. Kingsman. Yeah, I mean, I definitely do still have a chance. It's just not a very good chance. We're down to Oberon and Thoros. If I could pick two guys to be down to, it would be these two. For sure. Don't get me wrong. Alright. Survivor's turn. Thoros does not stand. Oh no, he's still adjacent. No, he's still adjacent, Bill. He'll still get... The trap will still hit him. The trap will still hit him. Oh, Oberon's the one with one survival. Do I encourage Thoros so that he can get out of the way? I guess I do. Spend my final survival to encourage Thoros to his feet so that he can move out of the way. 1, 2, 3. And then I will go ahead and attack him, knowing that even one hit will pull the trap. 4 plus. Yeah, 2 hits. So we're definitely going to be trapped here. Bonk. Trap. So, all survivors within 2. He's 3, so he's out of the way. We're good. But any survivors with a shield may ignore this. Okay. So, yeah, that feels like such a huge waste. I can move, I guess. Why don't I just move in here for some bonuses? Because I don't disappear unless I spend my activation. I feel like that's probably our best chance at this thing. Okay, back to Dummy's turn. Nobody in the blind spot, so it's just closest threat, which is Oberon. So he's basically going to position himself here to attack Oberon. 3, 3, and 3. Oberon has 2 evasion, which makes it 5, plus 2 more for the bush, which puts him at 7. So 7 plus here. 1, 3, 5. 2 misses, or all 3 misses, actually, my bad. But now we have to do his real attack, which is cleave. So it's same thing, 3, 3, and 3, but it's Headhunter. 3, 3, and 3. So still 7. I need 3 more remarkably low numbers. Oh! Oh! It was so close. I thought it was meant to be. 1 hit. And it's an automatic headshot. Wait! He encouraged. Let me see if I can get that survival back. I really need a 6 plus here. 10. So Oberon would have saved his survival because of the rawhide gear. And now he's going to spend that survival to dodge this hit. Bingo. When he encouraged Thoros, we did not roll. Now we rolled. It's a miss. So now it's our turn again. And this is kind of, we can't surge, but this is going to have to be it. This is going to be win or lose on this hand. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're rolling 2 dice. And we're hitting on... Ooh, he has the -2 accuracy, so we're hitting on 6 plus because of the -1 evasion. 6 plus. No? Yeah, he's the one. 4, 7. 1 hit. We get to filter through all these bad boys, which is really nice. And technically, if I don't like this one, I can change it. I don't love that one because the reflex moves him away this way, and then Thoros won't be in the blind spot still. So I guess we'll discard this to try to get one that doesn't make him run away. Okay, that did it. Now let's just roll before we even try to calculate what we need, because we need a lot. I'd rather just get a crit here to be sure. I don't even know what to say. Okay. Now, Thoros. So wait, do I get to technically roll another d10 after that dodge to try to get it back? I do, right? No, I didn't get it back. So he is officially out of survival now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We are rolling 5 dice, attacking in the blind spot, which means we are hitting on 6 plus. We need some 6s. 1, 2 hits is all. 1, 2. See, if I wouldn't have re-rolled this, yep, that's part of the whole dang thing. Knocked over. Yeah, this is not going to happen. We might as well just stop the bleeding here. Okay. So this first targets a survivor in the blind spot. So he'll rotate 3, 3, and 3. Two hits. Head and legs for Thoros. Ouch. Anywhere else would have been okay. Severe injury with Thoros. To the head. Okay. A 9. Shattered jaw. Can no longer encourage. And we started this off just laying into this guy. Really beating the brakes off of him. I kind of had a little bit of hope. But since then, it has just gone downhill. Here we got Hammer. Closest knockdown survivor in range. He's going to keep after him. 3, 3, and 3. 2 hits. Again, we get 2 severe injuries here. Well, I guess now only 1 severe injury. I did gain a bleed. I added one with Shatter Jaw. Alright. Okay. Body severe injury it is. I think that's disemboweled. Oh, gaping chest wound. Suffer -1 permanent strength. Gain a bleed. And yet somehow they're still alive. 1, 2. So we'll jump in the blind spot here. Be hitting on 4+. Oh. Okay. The game said, it's time for you to be dead. Back to Dummy's turn. Wait a minute. Okay, wait though. Because knockdown, let me just clarify this because it's a little bit funky. Because I think the start of a new round is done on a survivor's turn during a nemesis encounter. But it's end of next round, right? Isn't that how knockdown goes? So it still wouldn't be till the end of this next one. I'm just grasping here. Stand at the end of the next monster turn. Okay, so it is monster specific. Okay. So he will rotate and he'll actually back up one, which knocks him down into this. And he might even take a damage for that. 1 damage and archive. Dude, if he dies on a barrier, that's going to be a massive bummer. Legs. I think he's okay with that. Light hit. Okay. 3, 3, and you guessed it. 3. 3, 3, and 5, technically. 1 hit. 1 hit to his body. Oberon was just there. Okay, let's check what we've done to ourselves. On a severe head. Oh my gosh. Come on, dude. What is happening? Didn't he already have Shattered Jaw? This is a new one. This is Oberon with the Shattered Jaw and a bleed. He's just playing with his food. And it's Bash, so technically even suffers 1 more damage to a random location. The hands. The arms. Gosh. He's gonna milk us dry before he's done. Oh, and he only had... Oh. He only had like 3 health points left. Hack and pull. Furthest threat in field of view and range, no target guard. There are no threats. That's so... We were so close. 3 cards left. He stands. I mean, obviously we're going to attack. You know, we'll go down swinging. Pull those battle pressure cards and give it our best go. What do we got here? So 2 hits is all? Might be 3. Nope, 2 hits. First king step roll. 10. Unbelievable. I just don't like it. Gains king step, secret fighting art. Yeah, I mean, I have killed him at level 1 before, but hardly ever. Okay, so now that that's resolved, I still get 1 hit, right? I still get to pull 1. So I could technically hit him once here. So strength, we have 2 strength, plus the Qatar strength of 3, puts us at 5. Blind spot puts us at 9. So I'm hitting on 8, 9, 10. Because he did guard. So 8, 9, 10, I guess. Oh, it wanted to be an 8 so bad. It wanted to be an 8 so bad. Oh, it was rotating. We're just in trouble. I mean, so he's gonna turn, face me, jump 1 back, and freaking slice me in half. Yeah, 3 hits. It was a good run, Thoros. I'm proud of you. Oh. Okay. 1 roll on the severe injury on the arms. Dude, it is really just gonna have us bleed out. Gain 2 bleeding tokens. That's how he dies. That's terrible. I think it would technically only be 2 rolls, because he absorbed the first one. So, yeah. Well, it would have been 2 severe injury rolls, because the first set of 3 was all absorbed by his armor. I know that it's one roll for each severe injury dice that puts him over the mark. Because he got 3 damage from each of these, and the first 3 went to his arms, and so then he would have had to roll twice, but he bled out. Thankfully, he finally just decided to be done. Okay. And then his real attack is Cleave. Closest threat in field of view in range. Always hits the head location? Wait a minute. I don't even think he'll attack him. Because there's no threat. Because he's knocked down. 8 endeavors. It's true. That is definitely a bright side. Alright. So he's tough now. So 1, 2, 3. I can't even get to him. 4. Because he's only got 4 movement. Really, it's fine. I just want it to be done. Don't we? Or do we make his life hell like he made ours hell? Waste his turn here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, shit, he'll get there. That's fine. It's okay. It's over. 2 hits. Head and body. They're each severe injuries. Let's start with the head. Make it thematic. Oh, come on, man. Destroyed tooth. Come on. Kidding me? Seven. That's got to be worth at least a bleed. Blind. Unreal. Poor Oberon. It's like, I think they got his name from the Game of Thrones show when he gets his eyes crushed out. That's pretty much what's happening right here. Oberon Martell. Okay, so that's the end of his first action. This next action targets closest threat. Okay, so nobody. But he doesn't even stand up because it's the next monster's turn. So he has to waste his turn. And this monster would come up. Not do that. I think this targets closest knockdown survivor. Here we go. Here comes the hammer. What is that? It's a 9, right? It's definitely a 9. Yep. Okay. So 2 hits worth 3 damage each. Waist and body. Ooh. Yeah. Let's do body first. 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 6. This is just not even okay. He's just stringing me along. Disemboweled. Suffer 1 bleed. Oh my gosh. This would be tough to watch. Like if it was actually being witnessed, it would be really tough to watch. And how does he die? With the waste. What's his send-off? Probably just a bleed out. Oh, okay. Yeah, if he's the last one at the end of the showdown. Otherwise, you're dead. But it's not technically the end of the showdown yet, so now it's just your final words. He's uttering his final words of bravery to nobody. Right, but it's not till the end of the showdown, right? During at least one other survivor must live to the end of that showdown to carry you back to the settlement. Otherwise, at the end of the showdown, you are lost, dead. Showdown wasn't over yet because we didn't win. So since it's not over, we have to roll this last one, which is dead. That is about how I thought this was going to go. Dang it. Yeah, so disemboweled could be even more brutal if you actually defeated your quarry and then failed. So we have to return and advance here. Well, at least we don't have to do a settlement event. Maybe we still do. We probably still do. Showdown, Kingsman. Doesn't he ruin something on his way out? I think he's a real sourpuss about winning. Yeah, it's true, we did shuffle. The Kingsman rudely breaks something as it leaves the settlement. If we've invaded pottery, return it, which we have not. Okay. That was not... That was straight up not a good time. Do we still draw settlement events? Even though we don't have any survivors? We do have pottery? Oh no, you're saying he ruins pottery. I think we still draw a settlement event. Because that happens every year. And Hooded Knight, son of a bitch. Our Hooded Knight guy already died. Alistair. He got the Twilight Sword and then was murdered immediately. Alright. Triathlon of Death. The settlement engages in games of skill. Each player nominates a different survivor. Every nominated survivor determines their score for each possible contest. Survivor scores determine their place. If the settlement has only one survivor. Okay. Wait. So do I have to roll for 4 people, or do I just get the number 1? I love this card too, but I don't think I've ever drawn it solo. Each player nominates a different survivor. So, do I just, as a solo guy, do I have to nominate 4 different people? Or do we just get first place? Triathlon of Death. I did read closely. I read it out loud. Each player nominates a different survivor, but I'm only one player. So do I just get to nominate one and go first, get first place every time? Because Bill will gain a movement, a skull, and a weapon proficiency level. Yeah, I like that you said Bill is awesome before I even pointed that out, because that is the plan. So Bill becomes sword proficient. He gets +1 permanent movement. Oh, good, because he was actually down to 4 movement. And he gets a skull basic resource. We'll just put that right into the storage. Skull. Yeah, that Bill fella, huh? He's the longest viewer survivor that's lived, that's for sure. Till we get murder. Then guess who's going? Bill. Okay, so if I send him to the shelf, does it take all his stupid cards? No. Let me just clean this up real quick. It's bugging me. I want to get the Kingsman out of my brain. I think this is... Oh, we need to get these two. Drop them all off. Okay. Skull gives an insanity. How's Bill look on insanity? Bill's got 4. Give it to this chick with none. Okay. So this is the scary part. Is 8 endeavors. Oh, we also have to do Hooded Knight. Oh, that's such a waste of time for us right now. I hope he doesn't give you the Twilight Sword. I'll be mad if Bill gets the Twilight Sword. Be a waste of our time. Oh, you did get... Bill got sword proficiency though, which is nice. None of us have it. So we have to roll on the mysterious agenda. What kind of mysterious agenda did you bring for us, pal? A 6 on mysterious agenda. Close to 7. Insists on training the uncouth survivor in martial arts. Up to 2 survivors may spend 3 resources each to learn Mighty Strike. Huh. Interesting. Let's check and see what Mighty Strike is. Let's see if it's worth our time. See if it's worth our resources. Mighty Strike. On a perfect hit, gain +2 strength. I think I'd rather have 6 resources. So we're just going to go ahead and not do that. But he can come back in 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hooded Knight. That's why you need a Canthus. Yeah. Canthus was solid. It saved us early on, and then we just ran out. That's all. Okay. So now we're done with that dummy. Now we got to figure out what the heck we're going to spend our endeavors on. We should try to innovate. We have 5 bone, 2 hide, 2 organ. So we should be able to innovate pretty easily. But we can't use this phoenix hide. So we'll have to use whatever else it is. Is it a white lion? Resource? Must be. So we'll just do all 3 white lion resources. Tail, claw, and organ. And an endeavor. What were our other organs? I think there were ones we wanted to keep. Yeah, we are not giving up that second heart. So that's what we'll use to endeavor over here. And then let's draw our 4 random endeavors. Our 4 random innovations, sorry. We definitely want Clan of Death. We definitely want that one. We did not get it. Bloodletting, Nightmare Training. Didn't we already keep one of these? Huh. Paint is a really good one because it gets us dash. Dash is huge, but so is scrap smelting. But I think that we can get scrap smelting from somewhere else, can't we? Can't we special innovate scrap smelting? Yeah. So we did get to 15. We did that stuff already. I think I'm going to pick paint because we need the ability to dash. We'll add paint. And then maybe we just need Clan of Death so bad. Newborn survivors +1 strength, evasion, and accuracy. We do need that one eventually. Okay, so that's one of our 8 endeavors from failing miserably. And the rest will probably go to, and I don't know, intimacy? Attempts? Augury? There's not really a whole lot for us to spend our endeavors on right now. We don't have resources for leather. What's the initiation again? Oh, we could do some more initiations. The only problem with augury is if we fail, then we lose a resource. So I guess we could just do a ton of shared experiences and get people to certain levels. 4 survivors aged up to 2. What do you mean? It just has to be a survivor that has 2 or more hunt XP than the one you're trying to talk to. Like Bill has 4, Bubbles has 5, Urza has 6. So Urza could even get a couple people to 3. Or is it just 2? Is it just level 2 that they get there? Okay. So maybe we'll just spend 6, whatchamacallit, 6 endeavors to get a couple of our guys to the first age. Sounds pretty alright to me. We're going to do that. So we'll spend 6 endeavors to get 3 people to their first age. Don't age them up like that. You need weapon proficiency. Right, but we got to get them to their first level to where they can pick weapon proficiency. So like, since she has 6, she could get Aeldra to 2, Dump to 2. Yeah, good guys. Yeah. I got you. Dump has destroyed genitals and traumatized, so let's not do Dump. Durin's our savior. We can do... Yeah, I know what you're saying, Bill. I got you, bud. It's just gonna have to... So Varda's definitely gonna be one. Let's go over and roll her age real quick. Let's do 2 dice for her. For old Varda girl. Add them together. 5. Nice. Varda gets +1 permanent strength. Ooh. She's got 3 permanent strength. Okay. And axe proficiency, apparently. Must be from birth. I really want to use... We'll do Hercules too. We'll get him too. I know, I really want to use Dump is the problem. I feel like I just need to heal his disorder somehow. 13, I think that's a fighting art. 1 random fighting art. Give me a random. Double dash. During your act once per round, you can spend your activation to gain a movement. And then our last one should probably be used on... Not Durin. I'm going to do Dump. Just because I feel like long term we're going to be able to use him. So we'll give him 2 Hunt XP. 14, which is a fighting art. Berserker. Once per showdown, you may spend your activation to suffer Bash and this Frenzy brain trauma. I'm not a huge fan of Frenzy. So Dump is just kind of a nightmare mess right now. That does leave us with 1 endeavor left. We can give Augury a try. Why not, right? We did just lose 4 guys to the Kingsmen. So, Augury, Survivor, Endeavors to Glean. We can add +1 if we're 3 or higher. So, Bubbles is only a couple away from White Speaker, which is kind of scary. I don't think that's very good. So let's do Bill. Bill could use an understanding. I'm pretty sure White Speaker is just negative. And we already have enough negativity this year. 4, which makes it +1, so 5 on the augury table. I think is just gain a survival. Yeah. Gain a survival for Bill. And that was actually our last endeavor. We've still got a good population of 12. We got a full party wipe there against the Kingsmen. But we were prepared for that. That's kind of what he does. So our 4 survivors that we'll use next week, we'll run Bill, Bubbles, probably Urza, and probably not Urza actually, because we'll be going after a Screaming Antelope, and we want low insanity. Low insanity. We had big issues with that last time. I don't want to deal with that, so Urza will not be going. But we can send... we could definitely send Lucky. He'll definitely be going back out. And... Varda. Varda will be a good one, because she's already got that 3 permanent strength. Do we have a better name for Varda? We'll leave it as Varda. Unless before this video ends, somebody has a better name for Varda, then we'll use it. We'll plan on running that. So I'm going to color her up so that we remember she's the one we want to go. We should make 1, 2. We're not going to take Hump. Are we? Maybe we are. No. We're not. We're not taking Hump. Are we taking another strategist though? Okay. Lucky is a strategist, and Lucky's got 19 insanity, so we're definitely not taking Lucky. Or he's the one that caused the big issues with the Screaming Antelope last week. So he will not be going. We'll be taking Hump instead. I'm thinking probably just a level 1 Antelope next week. Because I don't know. I still don't think we're quite to level 2. And if we can get our last... I was hoping I could maybe change the brightness for this stream. It might look better if it's a little bit darker like that. But hopefully we'll be able to get that last piece of Antelope gear we need next week. I probably won't play another one tonight just because this one went so long. But if we can get that last piece of Screaming Antelope gear next week, then we can move on to hunting the Phoenix, which is always a lot of fun. Yeah, we get Regal Visit next year. Not great. Got 20 resources with Antelope. Yeah, I'm going to take in some guys with some luck bonuses so that we'll be rolling crits and farm him up a little bit. But I think that's pretty much the plan for next week. So, I mean, that's all I got. Let's go ahead and back away from our table. We'll go to our main menu and to our ending. I don't know if there's anything else you want to talk about Bill before we pass things off, but I'd say it was about as successful as we could have hoped for, in the fact that we knew we were going to get throttled. So that happens, but I see that there are a couple people watching live, so appreciate you dropping in and watching. As a reminder, we go live every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, that is. So, well, actually, I don't even think it's Eastern time. That's how terrible. I'm pretty sure it's Mountain Standard. That's embarrassing. So, yeah, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Get them geared before we start next week. They'll probably just go out the way they are. Before next week's video, I will tag the appropriate names to the survivors just so that they're ready to rock and roll. But anyways, thanks for popping in, Bill. Appreciate it, man.